Hi friends, good morning. I'm Dr. Sudeep Chaudhary. I'm a senior pediatric consultant at Columbia Hospital and also at V-Medica Clinics, Gurugram. Today I have a very interesting topic in mind, and this is something which many of you have requested. And this is about how to tackle the increase of wheezing and atopy or allergies in children during spring season. Now, I've called this a spring bomb. There's a reason for calling this so, because I've seen that come spring, we have noticed an upsurge in the number of children or young adults who present with respiratory issues, which includes watery eyes, stuffy nose, or breathing difficulties with wheezing. Now, this is more so with children who are known to have allergies or atopies or asthma, for that sake. Now, it will interest you to know that around 50% of people shared that one or more of the family members have been down with allergy-related disorder since 2019. Now, as per the recent survey from Delhi NCR, an average family is spending close to 16,000 rupees on air pollution-related disorders every year. This has gone up to 18,000 rupees for those who have kids or senior citizens in the family. So this is pretty serious, something to consider. Now, what happens in March particularly? Because in March you've seen these figures go to double folds. Now with spring and the lovely colors and the flower blossoms comes something very interesting called as pollen. Many of you have heard of pollen. So pollen is that small particle from flowers which are necessary for it to propagate forwards. But pollen is a known allergen. In many people, it causes serious allergic disorders. Many of us probably are completely unaware that we are allergic to pollen. Uh, Besides pollen, other things which contribute is increasing dust, dust mites, moles, hay, and most importantly, the weather change. Air conditioning, interestingly, have been known to be an important reason why many people have asthma or wheezy symptoms. This is mainly because they have not been properly serviced for a long time, or they are pretty old and non-functional. What we can do about this, we will talk later. As of now, the question which bothers us is why season change causes so much of allergy or atopic disorders. Besides pollen and known allergies, the other reason which could be, which is consensus is, as the temperatures go up, there is an increasing viral and bacterial load in the surroundings, which probably can contribute to this increased case presentations. Uh, you'll see a lot of people around you who are sneezing, who have stuffy nose, who have chest congestion, and also some who have breathing difficulty. Now, but the presence of fever, the moment fever comes in, fever will have a problem here, because the moment the fever comes in, you think, oh, infections. Okay. The second question which comes to us is, what about allergy testing? So lots of parents ask me, doctor, does he need allergy testing? So there's both a yes and a no. So some people advocate allergy testing. Some pediatricians do, some allergy specialists do as well. But the problem is, in a place like Delhi NCR, where there's a vast amount of allergens around, it's very difficult to get a test or set of tests, a battery of tests, which are comprehensive enough to cover all the known allergies. So I'll probably say my take for this would be that I'll keep it only reserved for those kids who are severely allergic. Okay? Now, the next question that comes automatically is, how do you tackle this spring bomb? Perhaps many of us are already aware that allergies are not curable permanently. The best way forward is to avoid them. Now, gradual desensitization may work with some, but has its own perils. The general take is to treat it as soon as it occurs, rather than wait for the flare-ups to become worse. Now, there are certain things you can do, obviously, to avoid the allergies to happen in the first place. Regarding pollen, I think if you understand that your child could be allergic to pollen, I would probably say that don't allow your child to venture outside for at least the springtime. I know it's difficult, but then if he goes out, let him wear a mask or something. An N95 mask works really well. The second thing is, for your household dusts, a very simple way is to wash your linen, bed linen, every day or twice or thrice a week with warm or hot water. Now, warm or hot water is known to kill dust mites more effectively than room temperature or cold water. So that really helps. Um, Ensure that your room is free of dampness or molds or dust. Don't do regular dusting. I'm sure many of you do that already. Using air purifiers. So this is another question which has been uh, coming to me quite often. That what is the air purifier we use? Uh, I think the general consensus is air purifiers which are based on the HEPA technology or the high efficiency particulate air technology are better than the UV filters. So there are great quality stuffs available in the market, and you'll be happy to know that majority of them clean around 99% of the dust, pollens, and molds. So that's pretty effective. But again, you have to look at the range of the air purifier, how much square feet does it cover, and whether your doors or windows are open or not. There's a lot of things which comes in. So go through the literature quite clearly. Uh, Next thing which I talked before is service your ACs. I think the best time to service your AC is just after the winter season is finished and the summer is yet to start. So what happens is, if you don't service your AC, they will go on circulating the air and the dust from the last season. So that's not the best idea to do. I think the good practice is to service it every year just before your summer season sets in. If you have air coolers, then obviously clean the vents quite regularly, because vents tend to accumulate a lot of dust and mold in them. More than anything, keep your room clutter free. The more the clutter, the more the dust. So keep it that way. And most importantly, recognize the symptoms of allergy or atopy. If your child has allergy, like has a sneezing nose, is stuffy, your eyes are red, you know there's allergy happening. So go and visit a pediatrician quite early rather than late, because an anti-allergic may be life-saving here. Also, talk to a pediatrician regarding is there any medication which helps prevent allergies, or what are the lifestyles that probably need to change for you and your kids. If the animals in the house, like dogs or cats, if your ward or a child is allergic to those animal danders, is a very good way of finding it, whether there's any allergy source at home. So all these small things help, and can actually keep us more healthier and allergy free. So I hope this small bit has helped. If you have any questions or queries, you can visit our websites. So that's V-MedicaClinics.com, or you can visit my personal website at drsleepjoy.com. I'll be more than happy to answer more of your queries. Thank you very much. Have a great day.